We have a couple of teams who come off of losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Cardinals going up against the Vikings. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
We are on the eastern side of downtown Minneapolis at the gorgeous new U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. First down, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Uses the stiff arm. Whoa! It still won't go down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed. A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They come out here in the eye. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. In their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it with Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. The play clock's running down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Play clock winding down.
Here we go. 3:19.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that body. Here we go. Gone. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Watching that body.
They're going to look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Leopard. Here we go now. Gone. Here we go now.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Time running out here on the play clock.
All right, now look at 56.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So just ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals defense. They head out and get set here. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, and they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Bridgewater surveying the field. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's got time. Great protection. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Third and goal for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Green 19!
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They pitch it out to Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Green, 39. Detroit.
Back to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken around the 12. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And now I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Here's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he's able to put it through. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Vikings' struggles from a week ago have carried over to today's game. The Cardinals...
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
No. Check. Patriot. Back down. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Second down following the incompletion. The play clock's running down. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Second down, Bridgewater. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Play fake. Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Let's go! Tiger!
And now it's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A good effort. He tried to stretch it out, dive for the chalk, but stopped about a yard short.
One of my best friends in coaching. He coaches high school ball. His name's Frank Delano. He always tells his kids when they come up just a bit short, son, I'm going to have to put you on a rack and stretch you out for the next time.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver, 75 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards on the ground. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Well, I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4 down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but with 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 53 yards. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that, because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays. And that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
First down, Bridgewater. It's caught by Treadwell. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Second down, Bridgewater. Man open left side is Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. A first down throw for Britt. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing is Bridgewater, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And on second and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And out now come the Vikings. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. That's caught at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a play fake here on, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marvin Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone. And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points. You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense. So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? They begin the drive with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Rip left, rip left.
Play clock winding down. On second down, Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after now from Catanzaro. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Fighting through. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Get ready. Way 90. Way 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So the second consecutive week here that he has been just a minor part of this offense. What's going on?
I think part of that is that defenses now view the tight end position as a major part of offenses. So they game plan for them. More double coverage. Sometimes they take a really good cover player and put him on the tight end as opposed to other positions. Because in the past, the tight end was really just guarded by safeties. And nowadays, it could be a safety, a corner, linebacker, could be any one of those guys, and maybe more than one of those guys to try and take him out of the game. He's struggling for the second consecutive week.
On third down, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He won't go down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Bridgewater on first down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go. 180. 180.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15.
Get rid of him. 180. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Let's go.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. Had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Get ready. Way 90. Ahead. Way
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And quickly they get to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Shakes off the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rameek Wilson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays.
Watch it now, Marty.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll return.
I wanna sit on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that.